Hey there, boys and ghouls. It's time for the full walkthrough of Malgrim's Sanctuary. So, if you haven't been following, I started with a totally blank sanctuary using the scrap everything mod or whatever to get rid of everything except for the one yellow house with the workshop in it. And from there, I built a big ass city, fortified city. And the headcanon for Malgrim is that he ghoulified after emerging from Vault 111 and sided with Father and the Institute in hopes to find a cure for ghoulification. In the meantime, the Institute totally takes over the Commonwealth and decides to build the new capital city at Sanctuary Hills. This is that city. So without further ado, Sanctuary. Now I've already got a highlight reel basically posted, set to some music. This will be a more thorough walkthrough, so probably going to be in the 20 to 30 minute range. But I'm going to try and keep it short so I can actually put it on my phone so I can upload it. Come through the over the bridge here to the main entrance. Some synths, well, coursers on guard. Vault door, and this is Main Street. On the left, we've got security next to the bank and Piper's Press. We'll look at that in a second. Over here in this corner, we've got the theater, the prison, the armory, one of the shit boxes, and Atomic Radio. Atomic Radio is probably the best radio mod I've come across. It's got some of the vanilla music and some good radio shows. Prison. Over here we've got the armory. I would have these all in the Institute paint scheme, but I haven't actually played the game yet. I just built Sanctuary, so winterized coating for now will work. We've got some weapons up here. Definitely not like a holy cow, that's great type of armory, but you know. Got some nukes in storage. Alright. There's a little radio station. This is the theater. Pretty basic, some benches, a stage, and some standard seating. Sorry, I try not to whip the camera around too much. Come back out to Main Street for a sec. Let's look at this first sign. So over this direction, down this alley, you got the watershed. You can see right there, which has all the water purifiers in it. But going off the sign, you can see that the farm is this way, the hemp house, the dentist, the hobby hut, the baths, gym, billiards, tinkerer, basketball courts, residential district. All generally this way. I really tried to overdo it with the decorations in this settlement, if you couldn't tell. I guess I would call this overdoing it. Some people might consider this elementary. But yeah, so we've got the clinic over here. First building on the right when you walk in, because you never know who might need it quickly as soon as they come in. So you've got a clinic and a surgery center. Next to the clinic we have the courier service. It's not quite sitting in the chair. They're assigned to these scavenger pads so that they actually have jobs. Because, you know, there's no mail service job. At least not without mods, as far as I'm aware of. So I just put him in postman outfits and gave him scavenging jobs. Piper, she sells newspapers and other stationery and books. Figured that was kind of appropriate. Piper's Press. And her shop is directly in front of the bank. Which the bank is nothing more than a waiting area, a desk, and some safes, and a water cooler, and a radio, and some plants. We've got the Wet Whistle. This was the first bar I built in town, so for a while it was quite popular after hours.
Work to do. Can't talk now.
Which is next to Snips, the town barber. The last thing on Main Street here is Town Hall and the Hall of Justice. And Malgrim's house, right up here. Because Malgrim is the mayor. He's the overseer. He is the leader of the Institute, or will be, by the time he's done playing the game. And Town Hall is attached to the Hall of Justice, which is just a courtroom. Your typical style courtroom. Jury seating, stenographer, witness booth, judge's seat, the judge's chambers, and a very sterile, no window deliberation room for the jurors. Malgrim's house is off the back of that. Now, I've got my mailbox right here, well, Malgrim's mailbox right here. Every residential place and most businesses in town have a mailbox, because I do have the courier service. So I've got all my essential goodies down here, including this mod of a Gypsy Danger power armor. And up here's my apartment. Well, Malgrim's apartment. I always kind of like first-person roleplay as the character I'm playing. So, as far as the rest of the entertainment district, let's start back here. We did the theater. So we've got Hancock's Concoctions. He's the chem dealer in town. Which is right next to the Sloppy Second Saloon. Pretty self-explanatory. It does have a someone manning the bar, but I don't know where they are. The saloon is in front of, let's come back over here, Club Rad. Which is like a dance disco club. A little nightclub hangout spot. Little DJ's booth right here. And a smoker's balcony. Which I've now quit cigarettes in real life for over 4 months, so I'm kind of proud of that. In the back here we've got the shooting range next to the Archive of Relics, which is just a museum. The shooting range has three lanes, various targets, statues and whatnot, signs and things of that nature. Archives. Only so much you can do. These items here on the tables and this right here, I think. Maybe this, I don't know. At least these things on the table. These are like the only like museum type items that are in the USO build menu. So I just took anything that could be conceivably considered from the old world to decorate the rest of this. That mannequin used to have a head, and I need to put armor on these guys of some sort, or outfits. And That T-45 is the one you pick up in Concord when you rescue the Minutemen. So come out of here, we got the Liberty Prime exhibit off in the corner. Why in the corner? Because he's too big for the building. Go up here real quick. We got Hancock's apartment. Pretty nice little setup. I mean, he is the chem dealer in town. And of course he's got Hancock's storeroom. She had transferred from wherever the heck it is. On the other end of Main Street is the back entrance. You got a maintenance shed, a shit box, an alleyway that leads to the entertainment district over by the shooting range. This is the back entrance here. Guarded by another courser in Exo 1. The hill leading up to Baltimore 11. This building here is the Sleepyhead Motel. Operated by this guy here, who sits at this desk normally. It's kind of glitched right now. Not really decorated in here, just beds. Just a cheap, cheap roach motel. We got Ghoul-Mart. Come on down to Ghoul-Mart. No government subsidies here. Just the Baltec rep. And his one-bedroom apartment upstairs. That's across the street from the Nuka Diner. Which is what it sounds. Most of the decorations in here, if not all of them, come from mods.
If you ain't been
There
up,
is a kitchen upstairs.
whole place is run by robots.
Out behind the diner, we've got the library, which is next to the tool shed and the cemetery. Down there, we've got another shit box. And over here, that silver thing is another shitbox. Alright, so the only remaining building from the original sanctuary is this yellow building, because I figured the settlers would still interact with it. So I left that and just added decorations to the outside of it. The farm is behind it, next to a shitbox, and the hemp house, where we grow medicinal plants. And she does some of the honest, quote-unquote, farm work. I didn't show you the doctor's house on top of the clinic. Yeah, I really went out of my way to do my best to kind of decorate things this time. Normally I just build the buildings, place beds, and call it a day. But I wanted to make this settlement really feel like a rival to Sanctuary. So behind the hemp house, or not a rival to Sanctuary, a rival to Diamond City, excuse me. Behind the hemp house we have the hobby hut, which is along the side of the farm here. Come back up to 2nd Street here, which is what I call this stretch. The diner is next to Father's Chapel, which, as you see, has all faith sermons every 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Got a little clothing shop right out here in front of the yellow house called Threads. Single guard post up there. Some signage. The Bang and Clang, which is armor and weapons. Kate is my weapons vendor, but she's not at her post right now. This is the random settler for my armor. Other vendors that aren't at their post.
You should know. People
and Sheffield, my town tattooist, and McCready, the town cobbler. Call him the Soul Man. Haha, haha. Also here on 2nd Street is Fiona's Fish. She's at her post. What time is it? Yeah, it's 10:10 a.m. They should be at their posts. We also have the Smoking Gun, which is Sanctuary's own little detective agency and lawyers, attorneys. And that's next to Fred's Fast Fixes. Triple F. He's the town tinkerer. His greenhouse right behind that, which we will get to in a minute.
If you work.
Over here we got the Goulash Butcher. We got one of my ghoul settlers manning this place here. The town butcher, which is out in front of the school. School has room for 15 students and 1 teacher. Has the only Christmas tree in the settlement. And has a roll-off TV for when the teacher's too hungover to teach. Let's be honest, that's what that's for. Come back over here to 2nd Street. And we've got the corner apartments, which is basically just a couple small efficiency apartments on the 1st floor. Beds tucked away behind these little half walls. And if you come over here to the 2nd floor, the 2nd floor has 2 other 2-floor apartments. On the right. And the one on the left. This one's got its own laundry units. And some of these apartments are higher end than others. Well, we've got the fancy house. Let's show off the fancy house, I call it. Fancy house's original purpose was to hide and give purpose to the root cellar, which is still accessible right here, but now it's actually a basement in a basement. This 1st floor is kind of like an above-ground basement with a single apartment attached. Come to the 2nd floor, you've got a bathroom, 2 bedrooms, a dining room and kitchen, with another single apartment, a little bit bigger and a little bit nicer. I like this gate. I like having that gate right there. I think that's cool. And then up on the 3rd floor is all entertainment. You got like computers and TVs, and you got the game night corner. Nice view down 2nd Ave towards the intersection with Main Street. You've got your own little personal shooting range right here. Hearing protection suggested. Lol. And also, you got your own balcony, and you've got your lazy man stand up here. You can come and lounge in the sun and look over the rest of the settlement. So around the big tree next to Fred's Fast Fixes is the Homestead Grill. She's got a restaurant rug that she's manning back there, which we've also got the dentist. There is a woman in a white coat walking around somewhere that mans that usually. Those are just some more basic apartments. And then we've got the Quarter Life Crisis Arcade. Got several of each type of game, or well, each game title.
Lost.
And some of the ones that didn't fit inside these hoop shots. Got some of those on the roof. Out behind the arcade, we've got Fallout Fitness and the train car apartments. Pretty basic gym. And some little train car apartments. This one was probably my favorite out of the three, just because it's got its own little back balcony right here. Next to that, we've got the bathhouses. Just a few basic toilets and baths, which is out in front of the basketball courts. Two basketball courts with lights for game time anytime. I'll come back towards the big tree and we'll go down Arena Boulevard. The first house we'll look at is Fred's house. This nice little greenhouse here. There's just some basic residential houses down this road. Arena Boulevard is called Arena Boulevard, but it's really smack dab in the middle of the residential district of the town. The arena being the claw dome that you can see over there. That's one place we haven't looked at yet. The corner pocket. That's the billiard hall. The pool bar.
What you
What's
need?
up, Kate? Go to work. It's work time. There's another apartment here, or house. One person house. Glass roof. This here's a multi-family home, I believe, or at least multi-bed home. Okay. Single bedroom apartment on the there it is. There's the stairs to go upstairs. This one is the multi-bed, I believe. Nope, one bed in this one too. Okay, well this one's just a bigger apartment. In the last house
Can't remember the last.
is a simple L-shaped house. Oh, okay, then there's this one too. Not the last one, but the last one on that side. Then we've got the slums. You have this wonky, uneven terrain over here by the drain that normally you can't even build on anyways, but I have one of the mods that expands the settlement boundaries. So I can build on basically the whole island of Sanctuary. So these are all just single room apartments essentially, packed on top of each other. Hence the name, the slums. This one's the only one that's kind of nice. The rest just have mailboxes and beds. There's 4 of them on this little platform. But they do have their own staircase down here directly to these shit boxes, which is also right next to the basketball courts and the gym. And out behind the slums, we have the incinerator. Ha. This here's the Deathclaw versus Yaoguai arena. Currently don't have anything trapped. Well, I might have to repair those. I don't see any meat hanging, so I think I'd have to repair those. But you come up here, And you got my throne for when I do have my battles. I can watch from up here. All the settlers will fill the benches and stools. I think we got like 72 or 73 settlers in this settlement. Let's take a look. Gosh, that took like 7 seconds. 75 settlers. But I mean, I used, console commands to set my charisma to 100, so that's why I've got over 100 beds. So I've got it set to nighttime now, and we're going to take a look at the town in the middle of the night, see how it all lights up. Coming on in through the main entrance, down into Main Street. These guys' whole job is just to hang out here and be crime deterrents. The only time they leave their posts is if I ring the break time bell around the arena. So we come down Main Street here. Got all the essential services and entertainment district tucked away on the left. Town Hall here at the intersection with 2nd Ave, or 2nd Street, 2nd whatever. Come down here, you got the main area of the settlement, all the shops, all the main action, kind of following the road plan of the pre-apocalypse world. There's Chapel, Sheffield Inc., Soul Survivor Shoot Repairman, Brightside Laundromat, there's another random apartment on top of it. Come to the town center at the big tree. Go down Arena Boulevard, where we've got people just hanging out. Probably Kate trying to pick up a date. Check out the slums. This altogether right here might be my favorite single grouping of buildings in the settlement. This has been my sanctuary. I have a much shorter highlight reel type video of this sanctuary already posted on my YouTube and my TikTok. This was the more full detailed walkthrough. Hope you enjoyed.